would have worked for me. And the advice would just be simple, just to be authentic, just to be consistent and supportive.
Iron Sharpening Iron Show. I'm your host, Big Jack. This is where we show that we are stronger together, that if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. I got my special guest with me today, KC Inspirational Tales. KC, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for
Oh,
having me.
Oh no, more than welcome, and thank you for being on the show. What we do on this show is this is an opportunity for content creators to come together, and we try to help each other. Like I said, iron sharpening iron. We're gonna your skill and my skill together. We're gonna make each one of us. We're gonna make each other stronger and powerful in all of this sense. So that's what we're trying to do with this show. Um, with that, there are people that's going to be coming in, and they're going to be down in the chat. We can see their chats and see what they're chatting or posting in the live chat. And if we recognize them, I see Empowered Living is here already, and Diabetes 2 with Joe is already here. So thank you for coming. We're going to ask you to hit that like button. That's how you support our channels. Hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and haven't subscribed to KC Inspirational Tales channel, find our channels and subscribe if you like our content. Don't do it if you don't like our content, because we don't want to lose you in the mid, because that throws it off. But other than that, we're going to sit back and we're going to enjoy ourselves. This time I got my guest, KC Inspirational Tales. KC, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Casey. I am from Jamaica. See, I'm representing Jamaica all the way.
All
And I am a mother of a teenage son. And in Jamaica, I do my nature walk. You would have seen on my videos. I also enjoy spending time with my family and close friends. I also advocate for lifelong learning. That is something I'm very passionate about. So that's just a nutshell. I don't know if there's anything else, but in a nutshell, that's basically who Camisia is. I'm a free spirit person. I enjoy being around positive people. I enjoy peace as well. I'm very God fearing. So, yeah,
right.
in a
All right.
nutshell.
So I heard in there and a lot, and thank you for sharing that part of it with us. But I heard you said a teenage son. You have a teenage?
Yes,
Okay. All
yes,
right.
yes.
Now, I don't want to go too far off script, but have you found it challenging raising a teenage son?
Well, to some extent, and to some extent, because the world is changing. The things that they are aware of, I may not be aware of, and it's taking me a little time to get into it. Um, I have to exercise more patience at this time, and also just to embrace more love and grace towards him.
Okay.
But
That
the beautiful thing is that we communicate well.
Well, then that's good. That's good right there. The reason I asked, and I apologize for getting, I don't want to get too personal with you, but I have four boys. I have four boys, but three of them are grown. They're grown. They're already 20, 29, 30 years old. So that's three of my kids. But I got a 14-year-old, and that's the one that's been challenging to me. So I'm like, wow, has it changed that much that from the time I had my oldest sons to now my youngest one, and I'm like, wow, the times have really changed, or I've really lost touch with what's going on, because there's a big difference, a big gap in the way I raised one or those three to the one, and it's just some of the things that I'm working out. So that's why I asked, because you have a child, so that not to try so to get in your business, but at the same time, I just want have you found the same things that I'm seeing? So that's where but
No
patience.
problem.
Well,
No
that's good.
problem.
Yeah. So having some patience, and that's a good thing. And I think they're more exposed to a lot more than my older sons were. I remember my older sons when they were first getting their cell phones, and the text messages were 25 cents a text, and we had to say stop texting so much because it costs da da da. And we, that's what they were going through. And now it's like it is so much going on. So it's like, wow. So that's something that I'm learning. I'm still learning. So even in my older years, it's just that's one of my challenges. So I do see we got Vibin with VC in here. So hello, Vibin. What's going on with you? I know you know this person, and we got Ruben. Hello, Ruben. How you doing? And thank y'all for being on the show. I have my guest here, KC Inspirational Tales. KC, um, how did you get started in content creating? What was, on YouTube? How did you get started?
Well, KC Inspirational Tales is ordained by God. I was doing another project, start fast track. So I've always wanted to do something that is substantial. And in my earlier days, this is always me, I'm business oriented. So I'm always finding things to do to put towards me, like my name and to earn. And when I'm thinking about like growth and development, I always say I want to do a YouTube channel and helping my sister as well. That is something that I enjoy doing, but I wasn't confident in doing it. So while doing my project, I realized that I do need a platform to publish what I was doing. And I prayed about it. I was still going through the fasting process. I prayed about it. And what I was doing was in line with what the channel is about. And that night, I got the inspiration, KC Inspirational Tales. I wrote it down, and you can see the full video on my channel, how I did it in my room. It tells you how everything started. So I wrote down the name KC Inspirational Tales. I went to I lie down, I got up, I showed my son it. That's the next thing about it. My son helps me with the marketing of my channel. So most of my shorts, I get the approval from him
Okay.
because he's in that
Right.
era. So
Right.
once it goes through with him, then I know that it is something that other persons will gravitate to. So having written that down, I went on YouTube. I wrote it down. Sorry, I went on YouTube and I just uploaded everything. I didn't get any glitch or anything with the name. Sometimes you go on there and you get the glitch. You have to write another name or whatever the case is.
Right.
But with Casey, I didn't. And it just fall in place, Big Jack, because KC Inspirational Tales, the kit, when you look at it, the kit, you have the kit of your inspiration every day.
Right.
Every single thing that you need, you have it in that kit. So that's just a brand on its own. And I would have shared that growing up wanting to do other things and just to have this, that's your brand, it just feels, or I feel so empowered, even if I put it down for a month or so, I can always go back and pick it up and go on. I don't have to do much with this that I have here.
All right.
So
All right.
it's KC.
That's how it is. Hey, that's amazing. That's powerful. I appreciate that. I like definitely the part how, I mean, the whole thing is wonderful. Is more you saying you and your son even work together to build the channel and build. Like I say, you bouncing ideas against him, and if you get that approval, then it's like okay, this thing will work, and other people will. And that's definitely a good idea. So I mean, for content creators, we're always trying to see what's the best thing and what we're going to put out and how is this going to how is YouTube going to recognize it? How someone's going to how many views? We get caught up a lot in the views and how many we know we got the watch hours and the subscriptions and things like that, and that's where we every idea you come up with and you start thinking like I say you prayed about it, you fast about it, you put it all on paper, and then you put it live and made it go real, made it come to life, and that's what it's all about. That was one of my biggest hangups that I had was I had so many different ideas, and none of them. It was like I was coming in 5 or 6 different directions when I first got started. That I'm like, what what do you want me to do? What do you want me to
Yeah.
do? And and that was the big part of what do you want me to do And it's in it like what do and then back to again, what do you like doing? And this is what I love doing. I love talking to people about them and talk about me, and we can talk to each other and then share with anyone that's out there listening. And that's what I really really love about the whole situation of going live and having a split screen and going live, because of the fact that we can actually put our content out there and the world can see it, where we that stage is just that big. You don't know what video you're going to put out that's going to be the viral video that everyone's going to now get all on. So that's where that's I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you again. I got Casey here. I'm appreciating that answer alone. So who we have out here? I know we still is that Anisha. Because I'm saying I might say it wrong. If I'm saying the wrong name wrong, I'm still working on names. So please forgive me if I mess your name up. It's not personal. It's just me. I need to work it. That's why I like talking to people. That way I can learn names, because phonetically I just miss it all the time. So if I say your name wrong, I do see LTV. So if I say TV, you know who I'm talking to. So there you are. So, and I see Vibing with VC still out there. And is that Sharni Seaton? So then I thank you all for being on here. I got Casey with me today, and we're just talking. So in your in the build of your channel, have you had any struggles? Anything that you had to overcome that while you was building your channel, or that if I could get a do over, I would do that different. Is there anything that you want to share?
No. I think as I mentioned, it was ordained by Christ, and everything that I did just went smoothly in
Or,
building or creating the channel. If you want to speak about YouTube by itself, like getting started and doing the behind the scenes work and all of that, there are challenges. And I believe it's what most of us would face, getting the subscription and then persons coming back on subscribing, telling persons about your channel, like close friends and family, and they don't support you. I would have received that. But I tend to put the positive foot forward. But
uh,
apart from that, I have not received anything so gross.
No, and I appreciate that. I'm more when I say struggle, and I'm more thinking in the sense that a lot of times we look at videos and not all, but we hear a lot of I got monetized in 20 days. I did this in 20 days and all, and I'm like, how did you do it? Because what I ran into was a video that has no views, or like I say, trying to get subscriber. I'm still at the point that every time a subscriber goes away, I'll be looking for them. I'm like, what happened? I had 700, now they got 699. I'm still at that point of trying to figure out where that one person went. So I'm not at that point where a lot of people saying that I've been monetized and monetized 5 times and things. I'm just not there. So when I say the struggle, it's more for a new content creator that's coming on here, that you can say, okay, editing my videos was a struggle and things like that. So not like I say, your platform, your niche is ordained by God. That can't be corrected. But even if I looked in the scriptures, we had to, there's some things we had to do over. There was a great flood and Noah in the ark,
Yeah.
because somewhere we had to do some things over. So if I had to go back and put Noah's ark back out there and put 2x2s and we're going to flood this to start all over, this is where we're going to start all over. Because again, like I said, with me, it was I had 4 different channels when I first got started, because I had 4 different things I was coming at. And then I was listening to another content creator, and like, just build playlists. You don't have to have 4 channels, just build playlists and put those different things in the playlist. So that was a do-over for me. That was to go back and now not so much to close those channels down, but remove that content that was getting views in different channels and put them all under one platform. And that to me, that was my do-over. That was something where it was a challenge trying to juggle 4 different channels and all these different ideas and things like that. But I mean, even with editing, thumbnails was a challenge, because What I think is cool, they like, well, that's just too much. It's too much stuff. You got to have a calm thumbnail and this and that. So those are the things that were challenging for me. And now that I'm not saying I'm not even close to being there, but what I'm saying is I'm getting much better at some of the things that I'm doing now that didn't when I started. So maybe I'm at. When did you start? Do you have a date? Was it a year ago, 2 years ago?
And just to add to that too, Big Jack, like some things we should not take for granted because sometimes we're doing some things and we think that it is just, we're just doing it like that, but we're doing it for a reason. So I say this to say that prior to me starting, I would have been in my sister's video, not knowing that next year I'll be going into mine.
Mm,
So I would be there holding the camera for her and doing all those shoots for her, telling her what to do, how to pose, and all these things. Not knowing that what I was doing was preparing me for now. And also the editing, preparing videos, and all of that are things that I do at my work.
mm, okay.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So, all those things, I just, put them together and do what I'm doing now. And it is something that I enjoy doing.
Right.
So, yeah, it
Now,
didn't. So, back to that now. I started Casey Inspirational Tales on August 28th, 2024.
okay. All right. All right. So
Yes.
August 28th, you got it down to the day. All right. All right. That's good. But see, that's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing where, like I
It's
say,
a
we're iron
Wednesday.
sharpening. Huh?
Wednesday.
It
It's
was
a
a Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday.
you really got it down. Yeah, you really got it down. All right. All right. So I know with me, the I love doing what we're doing now. So when I first came on to YouTube and I first had a channel, so that if you ever go and look at my history, my channel was old because I was using it to store training videos for my job. It wasn't to get subscribers or anything like that. So for years I had no subscribers because I wasn't looking for any. I was just putting material in there because it was easier to store it on YouTube and I could show it again at work doing for like a training video and things like that. So I had content that was so the channel was there. So when I finally, and this mine was in the first week of October of 2024. So when I decided, okay, I'm gonna start putting content in there and start doing things like that, what I ended up doing was taking all those training videos and deleting them off the channel, deleting them 100% off the channel. Then I went in and changed the channel's name, changed the email, changed all of that stuff on the channel. But not knowing that the history still showed that when you actually started. So I don't even know what year it was when I started. If you look at the history, but October is when you start seeing subscribers. I didn't have any subscribers,
Okay.
but then it was like my passion, my love, my joy is to be live. I like being live, and that was like the easiest thing to get to because all you needed, not all, but 50 subscribers, and you can go live. So
Yes.
I was fighting hard to get to the 50 though. I'm like, I need 50. What can you do? So that's where that was my whole thing. Monetizing and all that wasn't there. I wasn't even thinking about any of those things because I just want to be where I'm at right now. So I am 100% satisfied where I am right now. I am 100% satisfied. And I know, and I can't say exactly who it was. I'm not sure who it was who told me to put that. Now you said it the other day in one of your videos, and I appreciate that. And it might have been Vibin who said to change the name to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, but I'm not sure who it was. But that's where that came from because the first time we got our first episode of this, it wasn't that. That wasn't the name we used. But that is my whole focus is to help one another. If we can help one another, we can all grow. I'm not in competition with you. You're not in competition with me. No one in the chat that we're in competition with. So let's all help each other grow because it's enough to go around for everybody. It really is. So that was the whole purpose of it all. So that's why I send the invite out and say, everybody come on in, be on the show. Let's because what you're going to say and do is going to help somebody down the line. It's going to help somebody that's they're trying to get over that hump, trying to get over that hurdle, and they're stuck right in that one spot. And they're like, I'm not sure what to do. And that right there, whatever you say, is going to be the one that's going to bust that door for them, open it up so that they can get through and watch that channel grow. So that was the whole purpose of this show, and trying to get people on, is so that we can all share our experiences, share our knowledge, and boom. Because like I say, editing is your thing. So if I really got some editing questions, guess who I'm gonna come to now? I didn't know editing was your thing. I didn't know it was your thing. But if I got questions now, guess who I'm coming to? So I'm already going to be reaching out to you. So I want to acknowledge the people that's down here that we didn't acknowledge yet, if we can. And like I said, if you can see the chat that's going on, I
Yes,
see
I
again
can.
Miguel is there. Hello, Miguel. Thank you for coming in. Lady J
Miguel is
is
my
there.
coworker.
Okay.
Miguel is my coworker.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a coworker. All right. So there you go. Miss Do It Yourself. Hello, hello. Thank you for being in here. Say Lucia, and I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm saying it wrong,
Licia. I think it's
okay.
Licia.
Alicia, okay, thank you. And I want to say hello to you all and thank you. Make sure if you can hit that like button down there, hit the like button. And if you like what's going on, if you haven't already subscribed to my page or my channel or the KC's channel, go up there. If you like the content that we're putting out, hit that subscribe button because we need you and that's how we grow. That's how we grow. Because I'm not sure about KC, but I'm not in that position to be monetized yet. I don't have my 1,000 subscribers. I can see your numbers, but I don't know how many channels you got. And I definitely don't have my 4,000 or 3,000 watch hours or whatever the watch hour number is. I'm so far away from there, it's not even funny. But at the same time, I am having a ball doing this. I have a ball when I go and watch other people's live. You'll see me down in there hitting hitting the chats and putting things in and all of that because I want to support you. I want to support you all. So Manhattan, how you doing? Good to see you. That was a person we met yesterday. I'm trying to think what channel I was on. I want to say it was Empire's channel, but that's nice to see you here today. So appreciate it. So another question: if you was to say what your niche was, what's your angle, your platform? What are you trying to get across to the people that don't know you, that's watching this or is going to watch it in the future? What would you tell me your platform is for your channel?
Well, as the name says, it's inspirational lessons. So whatever I do, it is aligned to that. Speaking inspirational tales or reading inspirational tales daily, doing daily motivational speech, whatever I do, it has to be inspirational. So the what that I do, it is there to motivate and to encourage at least one person. um the lessons that the devotional lessons I do, it is in that line too. So it is aligned towards the inspirational um side or section.
Right. Okay. Now, I heard the one person, and I'm thinking positive. I'm going as positive as I can be because that's what I'm trying to get. So you post a video. You put in a lot of work. You did a lot of research. You post a video. You get one view, but that one view says you really helped me. That really hit me where I needed to be. Was it worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the beautiful thing about it, that what I appreciate mostly, Big Jack, is the comments that I receive on a daily basis.
Mm,
I may get a small amount of view, a small amount of subscription, but when I open my comment section and to see persons say, "Hey, I'm just subbing. I'm watching from the Philippines, or I'm watching from England or Nigeria," and just hearing your voice is so soothing, and the lesson that you read really brought me to this place. Those kind of stuff, listen or reading them, it does something to me that I can't, words can't explain. And
mm,
just to see persons coming out and rooting for you all over the world, like you're in Jamaica, I'm in Jamaica, and to see persons appreciating what I do, making videos about me, putting me on their page and all of that, just for the I may see it as something simple, but it's so impactful for them. And that's the most beautiful thing ever, to get the word out there to persons.
No, and that's amazing right there, and I appreciate that, and that's the answer I was hoping to get, and I'm glad that you got it because the thing is, a lot of times, it could be, if your motive is to be monetized and this and that, you do get caught up in a lot of what you don't have instead of what you have. And like I say, and that's where I want definitely for my 2025 was to be more on the positive side of all the things I have. I don't have to worry about so much of what I don't have. I just need to worry about, not even worry about the blessings that I do have. The fact that I'm able to be on this platform right now, having this conversation with you is a blessing. The fact that I'm able to be on the platform and being able to be live is a blessing. Like I say, I had to have at least 50 subscribers just to do that. So at least 50 people have opened the door for me to do what I really love to do. So that right there is my blessing. So those are the things that I enjoy. So then to go and see other people, like I say, to watch you in your live and to watch, anyone else vibing with VC and Empire, everybody's lives, Nemo and all of the other people that's out there doing their thing. I really, really enjoy watching them grow. I really watching them and seeing them hold up their sign saying they got monetized, seeing them saying they crossed that 1,000 mark or that 3,000 mark. It's almost like, I know I had something to do with some of those hours because I know I spent some hours
Yes,
watching that show. So if
watching,
nothing
right?
else, and then to have someone say, yes, you are, it's not just me, it's you, it's all of us. So this is what iron sharpening iron is all about. To me, that's what it's all about. We can help one another grow and glow. 100%. We're going to grow and glow. I'm going to be totally different than I was in October. Like I say, the confidence level is totally different than it was when I first started the page. I'm here, I'm talking. And then when I get other people on and they're talking, it's like, I can see them like I say, glowing as we're having a conversation. I can see them like they're coming out the shells and opening up and they're speaking. They're not using a platform to hide behind. It's more of a way to get out in front of people and let them know, hey, here I am, hear me roar and listen to what I got to say. So I, I'm in what I call it mini heaven right now. I'm in mini heaven right now because I'm on here with Casey and she's telling me, I mean, like I say, you're already, making my day. So I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So I
You're
cherish churches
welcome.
there, Empower Living. Hello, both of y'all. I don't want to miss anybody.
And
That's in. Go ahead. Yeah,
Manhattan Pretty, I see.
yeah, she was on your channel, and that's where she mentioned that. So I appreciate man for telling me where, because I know I saw her yesterday. I just wasn't sure what channel she was on. Matter of fact, she was on your channel because not that it stopped, but I had a situation like you had yesterday, and Manhattan didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't anything wrong, but what she mentioned about her child and the situation she was going through, it put a pause on the live. So sometimes when you're going live, and that's all of us, you don't know what's going to come up in the chat. You don't know what someone's going to say to you, and you have to, let the Lord lead you in in that sense. You got to let the Lord. If He's taking the live to that direction, then we got to go to that direction. So I know I've seen a lot of people encouraging words in the chat and saying the prayers in the chat and things like that. And I
Yes,
had another similar situation where I was on and a person that it was so heavy in there we had to actually stop and just have prayer, even in the middle of a live. And those are the things that one is your platform. And if that's where it's at, you got to go in that direction. Like I say, if one person is in need and you're able to help that one person, it's worth it. It's worth well, I'm trying to get my 10,000. I'm trying to get, no, I'm just trying to help one person. If one person is helped or one person is reached, if one person is now more inspired to be on your channel and subscribe to your channel and watch your videos, then this show was a success. It was definitely a success for today, because
hmm
that's what it's all about. That is 100% what it's all about. And just to have people tell me throughout the week that I'm already blocking this time and I'm going to be there at 7 o'clock and even have them in the waiting room before we even went live. That's amazing to me because that's people supporting your channel. That's people supporting your mission, your goal, your vision, your passion, all of those things are being supported by people that you might have even I don't know if you met everybody, but you might have never meet them physically in your life. But it doesn't matter because this is my virtual family. This is my virtual friends, my virtual circle. Like I tell people, my physical circle is very small. Very small. My physical circle is very small, but my virtual circle is huge. It is as big as the world. So, and I don't take me wrong where you start allowing people in and misuse you because everybody that says, they're a friend are not a friend. So don't get caught up in all of that. But at the same time, you could tell the fruit or the tree by the fruit it bears. You can tell the tree by the fruit that is bearing. So when you start seeing the comments and start seeing the support, you can tell the fruit or the tree by the fruit that it's bearing. You can tell if it's a good tree or a bad tree just by what you're seeing in the comments. So I want to say thank you for everybody that's here right now. If you haven't hit that like button, do please hit the like button. And if you feel led to subscribe, you're more than welcome. Please subscribe. And if you can, drop in the comments and just let us know. If you have any questions for KC, you can put it down there. We'll try to get to them. We do have some. We do have some questions already set aside or pre-ordered, but we're already off of that page anyway. So we just got to keep being led and keep going on as we've been going on. So I'm all right. If Casey's all right with that, I'm okay with that.
I'm
You good?
fine.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So who motivates you? Is there any channels out there, any different groups of different channels, different content creators that you follow or that you mimic or try to, if you see something they do, you're like, hey, I'm gonna try that next time.
Hmm. Well, as it relates to who motivates me, I started watching like Jamaican YouTubers, and obviously I'm not of that personality
Mm,
to do any pranks and all of that, but I I love what they do and I love the growth that they receive from doing that.
mm,
But that's not my
all
personality.
right.
Um, I listen to a lot of Miles Monroe.
Mm,
That's that's some or he's someone that motivates me.
right.
And I got inspiration from him to, his part is not with us anymore. And to see that his legacy is still going on, it's just a beautiful thing. And
Right.
if I could do something as positive as that, I just wanted to be led.
Mm,
And that's something that I would have used in my like just being authentic in
right.
doing what I do on a daily basis. And of course, just to see the work that my sister would have put in doing that, believing in herself, believing in her channel, in just showing persons because she is in love with Jamaica. And every Thursday she would be doing her videos,
Mm,
doing it just consistently doing it day week after week and all of that, and to see that her work really paid off in her being monetized and all, that is, she has motivated me as well to to do what I do. But the thing is that, as you mentioned, is not just to do, just to come on YouTube and do something. You have to find something that you really enjoy
mm,
doing.
right.
So, right, it doesn't become a burden or you get so
Mm,
overwhelming doing it. You have to feel fulfilled in doing what you do. So,
yeah. I
yeah,
mean, 100%. This because we're able to do this. It's not. It doesn't seem like work.
yeah,
I had to because I wanted to go live. I wanted to treat it like a show, and it is a show. So it's the Iron Sharpening Iron show. It was like, okay, I want to do 3 days a week, and then I had to talk with my wife, and she like, okay, well, let's just start with 2 days. Let's do 2 days, and because the thing is, you do take away from your family time as well because you got family, and a lot of content needs to go in. I still got a real job to go to. I got, and they're expecting me to do my best there. My family expected me to do my best here. So you have to carve time out so that you can actually, build your page. If you wanted to be successful, you got to put some time in. So, that's with anything, nothing from nothing will definitely leave nothing. You will get nothing out. So if you don't put anything in, you're not going to get anything out of it. So with that being said, it's like, okay, having that support from, family and friends and all that's their physical, that physical circle, to let them know this is the thing that I'm doing, and this is my passion right now, and having them support it is huge in itself. And having people that you can mimic, or just watch them. Like vibing with VC is one of my favorites. That's one of the people that I follow and I watch, and because I just like the way is that the platform goes. So even before I knew your relationship, I was already following that one, and then it just led to, and it showed me you. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. There you go. You can see the how related they are. You two are to each other. I Cherish Church is another one that I like to watch and follow. Definitely watching the lives and the videos and all. Empowered Living is another person. So the shout out videos that you'll see me do, if you watch on my channel, you'll see I put all the different pages, and that is just the people that I subscribe to. Even if they don't subscribe to me, I watch them, and I'm learning little pieces and tips from them that's going to help me grow, because I want to grow. I want to grow. So to have someone that I reach out to, it's almost like if you meet your hero, or if you meet a person that like I always wanted to meet, and now to have you right here, it's like I get to meet a person that I followed anyway. I'm already a subscriber, and I'm already looking for the next video and the next live and all, because I believe in what you're saying. I believe in the platform that you have, and then to be able to have a conversation with you, it's like, again, I'm back on my mini heaven things. I'm back on mini heaven because of the fact that, hey, this is really cool, and it's a great opportunity. So we do have a question in there. We have a question. There's like, what do you like? What's your favorite thing about being Jamaican? That's
I'm
that's that was
authentic
a question
Jamaican.
from that was a question that came from the chat room.
Okay. So what's the favorite thing about being a Jamaican?
Yes, that's what it says.
Yeah, being a Jamaican is just being authentic. We're authentic people. We love um the vibes. We love to have a good time. We're creative. When you go out and you can know a Jamaican without he or she opening their mouth.
Mm,
So that's the beautiful thing, or that's what I love about being a Jamaican. Just being authentic. We're authentic, loving people.
right.
Yes,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. Yeah, I've never been to the island, and I've traveled many
Okay.
of places, but I've never been there. I've been told I need to get there. I need to check that off my list. So I'm going to definitely do that. That's definitely. I had the conversation with the wife, and we're gonna have to put it in some of our many trips that we go on. But one, I'm gonna have to be to the island so that I can uh, definitely experience everything I've seen. Definitely in the Vibing with VC's channel. My son was just there. Matter of fact, if you'd have watched one of the episodes, my son was just there. I got family that's going there coming up soon. They're getting ready to go down, but I have never been there, so I got to put that on the list. So don't worry, it will be on the list. Manhattan
You
got a
should.
question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hmm?
No, I'm saying that you should, man. You will enjoy the experience.
No. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, like when I go places, and that's just anywhere I travel, I want to see the real life. I don't like to do the touristy thing. So that's why a lot of times, every time I've talked to people, they like, yeah, we're gonna be at the resort, it's all inclusive, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but I can do that here. I mean, there's I can I can do that here. To tell me I'm going to an all inclusive, and I can do all of that right here. So it's not like there's no the thrill is not there for me when it's just going to a hotel and you got a swimming pool and there's a beach, but it's when you can actually go. Like my favorite cruise in my life, I was on a cruise and we went to Bermuda, and the way the cruise was in Bermuda, it stayed at the port for 5 days. It did not leave and go from island to island, and it just stayed right there. So I was able to get on and get off the ship in the daytime and the nighttime. I was able to meet people and talk to people and see them, on a Monday and a Tuesday, and it wasn't just excursion. And that's why I don't like about when I go on, I don't want an excursion. I want the experience. And that's
Mm.
where, so if I come down there, when I come down, I'm not even say if, when I come down here, that's what I'm looking for. The behind the scenes. And I'm not a person that eats everything. So I ain't gonna say I'm gonna try every piece of food that's out there, whatever. But if there's something that you're making or something that you got that's like the culture, you got to try it. I'm gonna give it a try because I want to experience Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want,
But
not the hotel. I've experienced that plenty of times before.
you're
So
at the right place. You have VC, you have KC.
mm,
You, whenever you are ready to travel, you just send VC an email. And she
100%.
knows everywhere. That
I'm gonna
rhymes.
say
Send VC an
100%.
email. She
100%.
knows everywhere.
I'm telling you, 100%. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So we got another question in there, and this is one. If you want to, this is because it said when did both of you get saved? So I guess is when we became born again. So if you want to share your experience, or do you have that down to the date?
Yes, I do.
Good job. Good job.
It was a Saturday, July 27, 2019.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Mm, wow.
Yes, I got baptized on that Saturday morning.
Mm,
And that too, that conviction came about just simple persons I'm going around and just to share with persons who are here that we will not have the perfect life. Sometimes you're planning to say, okay, next year we're going to do this, we're going to be this way, and all the beautiful things, but time is going by.
mm,
As we plan, time is going by. You only have now. So I was in that situation, just planning, okay, I'm going to wait until I get married because I want to have this type of life and all of that. But it was just always in my face. Going out on the road daily, persons asking me, are you a Christian? Are
mm,
you a Christian? But each time I say, why you asking me if I'm a Christian? Sometimes I just get tired and say, yes, I am. Sometimes I want to have debates like, how do you define a Christian? Because I know what they're getting
mm,
at, but
yes.
because I was not yet baptized, and I couldn't really state that, not getting baptized for whatever reason. But then, persons, that was my conviction. I just gave up. I said, what, let it be. If it is to be, it is going to be.
Mm,
And to date, I am still doing God's work. I have motivated and inspire a person to get into the kingdom as well. Because when I got baptized at my workplace, I believe 3 persons got baptized within the month as well, just to know that,
okay.
okay, Casey
Praise God.
got baptized. If Casey did it, I can do it too, and all of that. And I feel so relieved now. When persons say, are you a Christian? I said, I'm a proud one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Without a doubt.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Now I cannot tell you the date down to the date, but I can tell you the year. It was 1993 is when I say I was 100% converted and convicted, and I was on the path. And that's when, I did a video about that where they called it jeans and the t-shirt. And I remember I was in the military, and a person. Um, when I first got to my duty station. So I just got out of basic training. I got to my duty station, which was in Fort Steele. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, Fort Stewart, Georgia. And I'm walk in, and the person that's checking me in, it's a Friday, and the person that's checking me in, he's sitting at the desk, and I'm just getting like, here's my orders. I'm here. All right, here's your room number. Here's your key because you got to stay in the barracks. And he's like, "Have you found a church yet?" And I'm like, "I just got here. I mean, I just got to Georgia. No, I haven't found a church." And all I was thinking about is the weekend. Where's the closest club? Where's the closest place I can go party or whatever? I wasn't thinking about uh, going to no church or anything like that. So, and I'm just being honest with you on this one. So, and he was like, well, he named the name of his church. And I was like, well, I don't have anything to wear. I'm just getting here. He said, so if I come to you in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, would you go to church with me? And I'm like, don't nobody go to church in jeans and a t-shirt. So sure, I just threw it out there. Yeah, you come with jeans and t-shirt, I'll go to church with you. Because he asked me, do you got a pair of jeans? Yeah. You got a t-shirt? Yeah. So if I come to you with a pair of jeans and t-shirt, would you go to church with me? Not a problem. Not a problem. So that Sunday morning, so it was Friday, Saturday passed. I did go to whatever the closest club on base was. And then on Sunday, there's a knock at my door. Sunday morning, there's a knock at the door. So now I'm trying to be quiet. I don't want to say anything because I don't want him to know I'm in there. So I didn't say anything. I'm like real quiet. And I'm not going to open this door. I don't even know this guy. He's crazy coming at me on a Sunday. I just met you on Friday. I'm not having it. So and he knocked again. I'm still being still, not saying a word. And then the door opened. It just opened. He didn't have a key. I know it was locked, but he opened the door open. And he like, he's like, Jack. And I'm like, all right, what's up? He's like, hey, I'm here. And that guy was standing there in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. So I got up, got myself ready, and I went to church with him, and my life changed that day. That was it right there. So I praise God for that. I praise God for that to the point that I'm gonna throw a nugget out real early. This is an early nugget. I have pastored churches. I've been ministering for years, but not on this platform only because it just not where I was led to go. Like I said, which way you want me to go? But for the answer for the question, I have been saved since '93, been in it, and I've been ministering as much as I can. So, the word have I hid in my heart, so I will not sin against it, and I will witness to those who win. And when the Spirit does hit, I will stop alive and will pray or whatever, because that's what the Lord has told me to do. But other than that, this is what He asked me to, or what He's directed me to do. And that's why I like to go live and have this. So iron sharpening iron, but I have. So I hope that answered the question for those who are that did answer. And I think it was Manhattan that asked the question. But so jeans and a t-shirt is how I got started in 1993. So hope that answered your question, Manhattan. Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
all right. So thank you. I do have Casey with me here, having a good time, having a discussion with her. You're amazing that you know the dates to the date. I would have to go back in. I would have to go back into the calendar and figure out all of those, what day it was and this and that. But the one of the things I will throw out there real quick is that because I was in the military, but when I got into Korea, when I went to Korea, I had to go do a year in Korea. And when I got to Korea is when John 3:16, this the for God loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son. That's when that scripture came to life for me. So that's another story that I'll tell other people. And I didn't do a video about that, but that's when that scripture came to life for me, because it's when I realized that God loved the whole world. We
Mm,
In America, we have this thing that everything is American, and I don't know where we get that from, but we think it's all about America. And when you say it, it's almost like for God loved America that He gave. No, for God loved the world. And when I got to Korea, it was like holy cow, because I was the largest full gospel church I have ever been to in my life was in Korea, and it was called Yoido. Pastor Cho was the pastor then, and I'm talking, it was huge, and all those people was in there worshiping God at the same time. I had never been in a place like that, to the point that they sat us in the foreign section because we didn't speak Hangul, we didn't speak Korean enough to be able to understand what they. So they had to put headphones on us so we can listen to the it be translated to us so we can understand what's being said. And they were praising God. I mean, I had never been to a mega church in the United States that was that big. Here it was in Korea, and it's like, wow. It was in Seoul, Korea. So and it was just like, holy cow. And I was like, oh, that's what God meant. I love the world. I love the whole world. I love
mm,
Jamaica. I love Australia. I love Africa. I love Korea. I love Japan. I love the United States. I love the whole world. And that's when it came to life for me. So where did that come from? Why they came was just to help with, I guess, the story and help with the question. But that's when that part of it came to life. So I know it was '93 when I gave my life to the Lord, but it was in had to be around '95 is when that verse, that scripture came to life for me. So
Mhm.
All right.
Yes, indeed. And also too, as you mentioned, the world, like we are not to, as Christian, we're supposed to embrace love, and there are so many different types of people in the world. Not
Yes.
everyone is going to be as how we are, see things how we are, but we should still embrace love because God is love. You may dress a certain way, you may talk a certain way, you may live there, but at the same time, we are just representatives of the kingdom and we should do accordingly by showing love. And that is what for me, I think leading by example is something that will allow persons to want to come over into our beliefs.
Right. And that's the thing right there. You said it perfect. Leading by the example. If you, I mean, like I say, if you just be real, your heart is sincere, you love, the golden rule, as they say, love others as you would love yourself. Well, first you got to love yourself, and once you love yourself, then it's easy to love someone else. To me, that's how I feel. So
I
it's like I'm going to be as genuine as I can be with you. I'm going to be 100% with you because I'm okay with who I am. I'm okay with Big Jack is okay. I am good. So it's nothing for me to share all my experiences with you because I've been through a lot. I'm not gonna say every day was I would say a bed of roses and it was flowers and marshmallows and all that. It wasn't. It was some rough times, but my good days way outweigh my bad days. So 100%. And I'm not singing a song, but it is my good days outweigh my bad days, and because of that. As the song would say, I won't complain. I'm not going to complain because I got any and everything that I want. I got it. I have it. So I'm right there where I want to be. And right now I'm with Casey, and she's on the Iron Sharpening Iron show, and I am super excited to have you here. And I appreciate you even spending this time with me, and all of the everyone that was in the comments section, everyone that came in and stayed with us and supported so far. I want to acknowledge you. If I didn't call your name out, it's not because I'm trying to go over your name or miss it. I might have missed it as it was scrolling up, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I acknowledge everyone that's in the chat right now. I thank you for all that your support. I thank you for being here and listening. I got Casey here, a wonderful story. I'm inspired. I say your whole channel is all about, inspirational tales. So I'm here. You got me. You got me hook, line, and sinker right now today. So I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I got one more question for you, and that didn't come from the chat. This is my question. So I'm a new content creator. I am new to YouTube. I'm a content creator, and I'm coming to you for advice. What advice would you give me as a new content creator?
Beautiful question. Uh, I'll just say it's based on how it would have worked for me. And the advice would just be simple, just to be authentic, just to be consistent and supportive. So you're doing something that you really love, doing something that you can manage to do to keep up with your audience, and doing that or finding that niche, then you have to be, consistent however you want or choose to be consistent. If it may not be a devotional channel where you plan to do every day, but whatever it is, just to be consistent, you're showing up every week and to be supportive as well. You're not an island and you need the support. So, in order for you to get support, you have to support others.
All right.
So, those are the things that work for me.
All
And I
right.
believe it works for other persons as well. You can share in the chat.
Okay.
But
Hey,
yeah,
that's good advice. I'm a new content creator, and that's definitely good advice. I appreciate you putting it out there. Um, yeah. So we're at a point in the show where I'm gonna turn it over to you. It's your show. If you have something to say to the people, this is your 5 minutes of fame, as people will say, that you can actually whatever it is that you want to put out. You are a content creator. You have your own channel, your own community. So this is your time. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna hush my mouth, and I'm gonna let KC share and be KC. So what do you have for us, please?
So I share only Big Jack or I ask questions as well.
You can do whatever. This is your time. This is your time.
Okay, so I guess I will ask a question and I will also share something. So for persons who are joining, I know you all are aware that I'm from Jamaica. There is just something that you may not know that my name is Kim Kem Kamisha Kamisha. So I hope you get one. So those are the names for the K. My KC is my initial, my first and my last name. So my first name, I'm just letting you know that it is Kamisha. A lot of persons call me Kim, a lot of persons call me Ken, and some call me Kamisha. Some call me Kemi, some call me Kimmy. Whatever you want, you can call me. So for the question that I want to ask for the chat, what have you done today that made you smile?
Oh wow. So the question is, what have you done today that made you smile? Good one. Good question. That's for you out there in the chat. If you're still out there,
Very much.
if you're still out there watching, we appreciate you. But what have you done today that made you smile? And that is a question coming from Kamisha. Correct? That's it, right? Kimisha. I'm saying it wrong still. I know it's Kim. Kim Misha.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Kim Misha. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Casey.
No, you can just say can.
Kim. I'm gonna say Kim then.
Can.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right, Kim. Thank you. All right, let's see. Set up my settings and creating attention video. Uh, okay, for the new year. All right,
No.
Manhattan. That was a good thing. All right. Love on my children, Anisha. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Coach local hockey and upcoming children. Sean, thank you, and I know. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here with us. So, all right. So we got
Yeah, big up
some
yourself, Shine. Big up, big up. Shine is one of our fans, you know. Shine loves Jamaica.
Yeah, I only met him through a live he was doing with Nemo, and I really I'm a supporter, so I'll go out there, and I love to support every channel out there. So I'm saying I packed my bags to go. That's all right. Empowered Living have a grandbaby on the way, so congratulations on that. And packed the bag, she's ready to go. So congratulations with that, and we're waiting for the news of the arrival of the new baby. So congratulations, Empowered Living. Yeah, wonderful channel. If you haven't been to that channel, I cherish church. Try new video format style. 100%. We all have to grow. We all have to try new things. So that's awesome that put a smile on your face just for trying new things. Yeah. So I mean, everyone and you know, this right here, a smile on my face today for me. I'm gonna just throw it out there and say, loving myself and my family and praising and worshiping God. Lady J, thank you. Making a New Year resolution, intention video soon. There it is. All right. So Manhattan, thank you. So this is opportunity. This is the time. This is where we already got a nugget. So if you stay that long, you got a nugget. So now we know Casey is Kim. And I'm not even going to try to go any further because I'm chewing that other part up, but it's Kim. We're going to go with Kim. So that's your nugget for you for staying that long. If you stayed all the way up, we're almost over with our time. I try not to go over that hour mark. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. For everyone who has come on, who has been in the chat, I want to truly thank you, Kim, for being with me during this time. It has truly been a blessing to be side by side with you and have this conversation. You are inspiration. I will continue to support your channel and continue to watch you grow and glow, not just grow but and glow. And I thank you. If you are out there and you want to be a guest on the Iron Sharpening Iron show, I will put the email down in the description so that you can email me All that email is just so we can be able to send you the link. I'm not trying to stalk you. I'm not trying to send you anything. It's just the only way I can get the link to you is we got to have some form of contact outside of YouTube to get the link to you. But and email was easy. So I created a whole channel just to a whole email address just for that. That was the only purpose of the email address is just for that. So I truly thank Kim for being that person that sent me the email. I remember when we had Nancy Green on, she sent me the email. And there's other people who are now starting to come in. I only do the shows on Wednesdays and Sundays, 7 p.m. And it's just like this. So if you stayed here and you watched this and you like this format, make sure you hit those like buttons. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you just hit that notification button so you know the next time we're going to be on here live for the Iron Sharpening Iron show. Now, real quick before I go, and I know I'm right at that hour mark, if I'm not even over. When you do support the channels, when you go on their channel, watch the video all the way through. Even if they got ads, watch the ads all the way through. Hit the like button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Put something in the comment. Let them know that you were there and that you saw that video. Anything. Hey, I'm here to support, whatever it is. Drop something in there so that they can know that you was there, because YouTube will not tell you who's watching. They just say that you had a view. But if you drop something in the email or in the chat, that would help a lot. Just a comment. And then if you really, really like the content that you watch, hit the subscribe button. Watch their channel grow. We're only going to get better. Even if it was like it was all right, but it could be better. Guess what? We're all learning. We're all growing together. So it's going to get better because time's going to make it better. So with all of that, I say thank you. Kim, thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
It was a true blessing. You're going to see many of these as this video come down and I post it and it goes and it be part of my channel for life. You are now the fourth person to be on the Iron Sharpening Iron show. So thank you for making that milestone moment for me. Four. So everyone is a milestone for me. So now we have four. So, but without a doubt, I appreciate you. For everyone that was there, I'm going to say thank you. We are stronger together. And if each one would just reach one, we can all grow and glow together. But until next time, I love you all. God bless you. Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.